Hey, welcome to Foreigner in the Philippines. Good evening. Well, we got something of an incomplete day on our kitchen. I managed to get everything fitted on for the worktop. Right, with this is all just support. I put the kitchen sink in so that you could have a look. It's very simple. It's a small piece. Now, what I will do is I'll put a piece in here. I'll put another piece of block ply about that high. It will go the whole length and the whole piece along here, and then it will stop water and everything pouring down into this and making a mess. So that seems like a good idea to me. And then I'll find an offcut of granite to go in there. So this is ready to take a piece of granite. Now what I did was I took that piece, I cut that out so that the sink fits nicely into it, and then before I fixed that I took it out to my workplace, which you might be able to see is over there. No, it's a bit too dark. I took that piece out and I used it as a template for the piece of granite. So the piece of granite, I'll cut that piece out and I'll know that it will fit. Now what I did find out was that cutting even the thin granite that we have, which is like 3/4, cutting that with an angle grinder is not going to work. That's what I was told. Haven't worked with granite in the past. I've worked with people who fit granite, and that has been a specialized thing. I know that this is what I've always given as support anytime that I know granite is going to be used, but it's pretty strong, but it's at its strongest when it's on its edge. So I think that this is needed, so it will lie flat on the block ply. So my main problem was to get all of this so that it was level, because obviously if there's pressure being placed on it and it's not supported fully, then it's not going to work. So that's where we're up to. The cabinet, the rough cabinet base there, which raises the fridge so that it's at eye level, that's all been fixed up. It will be trimmed out so that it actually looks well. That much I like to do. As I showed you the trim and everything, I went out today and bought some more stuff, about 500 pesos worth of this trim on here, and there should be enough to do my cabinet work, which I'm going to put up here, hanging shelves, and then a narrow piece which I was kind of hoping if I could get an offcut of this. This is actually 20.5 inches, so that's a fair piece that has to be cut off there. Now whether it's going to be wide enough, somehow I doubt it, but it may be wide enough to do me a shelf that comes out here that goes onto the top of the cabinet, which will start about here, allowing for the kitchen door to open, and then it will come out here and along and end about here, and this we'll have to find another place for that. So that's my little dash through the work that we managed to do today. I did get the stuff measured up, the granite measured up for going into here, but what we did was we went and we found a 7-inch disc that we're going to use instead of the angle grinder, and that way I'll be able to clamp up a straight edge using using the metal stud, the channel, the metal stud. Now I'll clamp that up onto the granite, and then we'll be able to run a straight line with the skill saw. So after my disappointment with trying to use the angle grinder, which was just no good at all, tremendous, incredible noise, and not very much progress, so I abandoned that. I measured up and got everything ready, but we went into town, into Taliban, and I found a couple of discs that I think will do the job, and so we'll do that, and we'll do that tomorrow when I get home from my Sunday driving job, getting the kids in and out to church, and so on. Okay, enough said. Thanks for looking in. This is our kitchen project. It's coming along. I would hope to have a working kitchen by the end of next week. Let's give a prayer for that, okay? Thanks a lot for looking in. This is a foreigner in the Philippines.